Hey there, it's Nikki the How. Thanks for tuning in to the first edition of Plantcast, the podcast that dives into the interesting lives and minds of the plants you can find around my apartment. Every plant has a unique perspective on my living space, and with such a variety, there's bound to be some intriguing discussions. Today I have the luxury of speaking with two very different plants. First we'll have a conversation with the Echeveria from the dining table, and after that, we'll see what the Begonia on the couch-side table has to say. This is Nikki the How's Plantcast. Echeveria, thank you for coming on the show.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
Of course. Now, we've been acquainted for just over a year, and I remember when I first met you, and I remember being just so fascinated by your vibe and your look. You were just so sociable and had such an outspoken personality. Have you always been this way?
You know, that's funny you ask. I was actually very shy when I was beginning to bud, as many plants are.
Sure.
I think I just developed that sociality aspect and confidence over time in my own growth. You know, it would have been after I left the nursery, though. There's a lot of discouraging talk at the nursery, you know,
Sure.
especially to a plant like me. You know, the other plants would say, "Oh, hey, succulent, you suck, succulent, you suck," and you know, I never had any great comeback, so I just kind of had to take it. But after leaving the nursery, the plants I was around were much more mature and respectful, and most of them were succulents themselves, who'd been hearing similar things in their upbringing. So, you know, it was in that time that I became more comfortable and confident in who I was and became the succulent I am today.
Yeah, I mean, I know a thing or two about that myself. I mean, kids don't make middle school easy. But, you know, I think those hard times can end up helping you become you are today, and I'm sure
absolutely,
you feel stronger from it all.
Oh, absolutely.
So, there's something I've been dying to talk to you about.
And what's that?
The water. What's the deal? Water? No water? I never know.
Oh, I know. We succulents seem to throw some people for a loop. It's really quite simple, though. You know, we do need water, but really not much. As you know, depending on the succulent, small watering every 3 weeks or so, and we're fine. You know, we're pretty easy. It's always better to underwater than overwater. I can recover and catch up after an underwater, but man, do I feel like shit when you pour too much. Talk about a serious headache.
Well, that's my mistake. I'll be the first to admit that. I know I've been known to overwater time to time, but I'll do my best to not overwater again. And you know, I've felt some tensions in the past, especially regarding the water. So you know, I'm to be honest, I'm glad we cleared there. Hopefully, we can move past that, and you know, I'll do a better job.
Oh, well, you know, I also could have spoken up more. I can do better on my end as well. Let me admit that. So we both can do better, I suppose.
Well, agreed. So. Moving on, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and I'm not talking about Ella, the watering pitcher.
Lol.
So you're certainly taller than when we first met. You seem to have this abrupt stem kind of coming out of your middle that wasn't there before. It's certainly unique. I don't know if I've seen that much. I mean, what's that all about?
Yeah, well, Nikki, as you know, I am a succulent, indigenous to a much different climate than the Pacific Northwest, so it's all about sun. I need that sun, especially after the dark winter. I've been involuntary reaching for the sun. It's nothing I can control. It's honestly, it's instinct. You know, I know this table here, it gets some sun in the afternoons, but let's be honest, it just hasn't been cutting it.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd say we try and find a sunnier spot in the apartment for you, but you just look so lovely on the dining table, and you know, take that as a compliment. We like you around when we eat. What can we say? So
well, you know, I suppose I'm flattered. I could use some more sun, but you know, at least I'm flattered. happy to be good company.
Sure. Well, the last thing I'd like to ask each plant on the show is, what are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
Let's talk about the pot. You seem to have a beautiful ceramic pot with a lovely design on it. Can you speak to that at all?
Well, I'd like to say I chose it, but I did not. This pot happened upon me, and to be honest, it was I was not too crazy about it in the beginning. You know, I know the colors are dull, but the pattern's a little busy, and I felt like it just really wasn't me. But I'm honestly pretty mellow, as you know, and I always thought I would have more of a mellow pot to match. But I've certainly grown to like it over time, and overall I've been very happy to be in it. Can't complain. It's nice and deep, and
Well, I think you two are a great match. You really look amazing.
Oh, well, thank you. I just wish I felt as amazing as you think I look. As I mentioned, a bit more sun could be helpful.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. Hopefully we can have you on again so we can talk more about that.
It's been a pleasure, Nikki. Thanks for having me.
And now, before we get to our next guest, a quick word from our sponsor. In these past months, getting your hands on toilet paper has been tougher than ever. Usually what you're able to grab off the shelf is scratchy, weak, and simply does not get the job done. And don't even get me started on the difficulty in flushing those pesky wads. Lucky for you, those days are over. Turquoise Toilet Paper Company strives for ultimate quality, durability, and comfort. It is also the first toilet paper with the environment in mind, as it is manufactured for reuse. That's right, forget the flushes. The synthetic material is designed by highly educated scientists to be soft and long-lasting. With a simple toss in the local laundromats or your own washer and dryer, you're good for another round of wipes. It is also the first toilet paper provided by subscription. Pay a reasonable monthly fee, and Turquoise Toilet Paper Company will send you a roll every 2 to 4 months, depending on your family size and general concept of sanitation. For the best use, just follow the WWSRWDSRRRR system. Wipe, wad, store, rinse, wash, dry, scrub, rewash, redry, re-roll, repeat. It is the only toilet paper with a turquoise sheen and distinct rubber tire smell. Check out Turquoise Toilet Paper's website to learn more and get a free sample. Use the promo code Nikki's Plantcast 847532 //ZF14 to get 22% off your first order of 3 rolls or more. Turquoise Toilet Paper Company, because that's how we roll. And next we have the Begonia from the couchside table. Am I saying that right? Begonia?
That's right, Begonia.
Begonia?
Begonia.
Begonia?
Begonia.
We like to have fun on this show. Well, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm tickled and thrilled to be here, really.
Wonderful. And I mean, just look at you. You look amazing. And, don't take this the wrong way. I've seen you through some ups and downs, but look at you. You are up.
Thank you. I do feel really good. I feel healthy. I'm very happy with the way I look right now. It's summer, it's warm, it's sunny. I'm a happy plant. There's no other way to put it.
Fantastic. Now we've known each other for many years, and we've lived in multiple places together. How are you liking the current apartment and your location in it?
Oh, I think the apartment's great. It gets more sun than the previous ones. I really love where I am by the couch. It's near the window. I have a great view, and to be honest, I love being at the forefront of the room,
And I wonder if we can pull up a picture of that location. You're right below a wonderful macrame. It really creates such a serene and wonderful look.
Oh, I just adore the macrame.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah, it's lovely.
So, I did my research here. And it says that your species is one of the largest genera of flowering plants. Is this true?
Oh, that's right. We have an incredible amount of diversity. Our species grows all over the world. I love being part of such a widespread plant family, all with such different colors and leaves and looks and ideas.
That's great. How fascinating. Now, I also see here that begonias are known to have unisexual male and female flowers occurring separately in the same plant. Is this true?
That is correct. And, as us begonias always joke, we are our own party with both sexes in the same pot.
That's great. How fascinating. So what do you think is the biggest misconception about begonias?
That's a tough one. It's a good question. I mean, maybe the fact that we can kill you, is not kidding though. It's nice as we look. We're toxic in large amounts. A nibble shouldn't be a problem, but I have that oxalic acid pumping through my planty little veins. So don't get any ideas, Nikki.
Oh, I wouldn't think of it. All right. So moving on to one of my favorite segments of the show. What are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
Now you have a very simple sort of worn terracotta pot, and I think that just goes wonderfully with you.
Oh, I would not want anything different. Terracotta is in, and I wouldn't want anything too flashy that takes the eyes off my flowers. Yeah, I don't want that to sound vain. I mean, does that sound vain?
Oh, not at all. I think it's great that you like to present your flowers, and I can't blame you. They really are lovely.
Ah, you're too nice, Nikki.
Well, we're about out of time, unfortunately, but thank you so much for speaking with me, and hopefully we can have you back on sometime soon.
Oh, thank you for having me, and I'll come back on anytime. You know where to find me.
Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed a sneak peek into the lives of the Echeveria and Begonia from my apartment. Make sure to tune in next week where we have a heated discussion with the kitchen's own Devil's Ivy.
No. You know what? F the other plans. F you. F your water. F this apartment.
Enjoy the rest of the day. And as I always say, don't forget to water your plants.